We are recording. Okay, we live. All right.
What's up, y'all?
Well, how you guys doing? Everybody
Man,
wave to the screen.
Welcome back.
and we back.
I'm back again. Jesse, what are you doing? Come on now, you know I'm recording.
That dog want to be in the video, man.
Oh, come on, Jesse.
What's
You want to
that?
say hi? Okay, say hi, Jesse.
Did you eat
Okay,
today?
there you go. There you go. No,
Trying to get more Chipotle from Fred.
Right.
For real though. Okay, so how's everybody doing today?
Pretty good.
Good.
Sad sleep.
I'm feeling blessed. I had a good day today.
Yep.
You had a good day.
I
Jake,
got
did you have a good day?
Yeah, I got my stimulus money finally through my tax return.
Oh man,
Big
Feeling
baller.
good, feeling great.
Okay.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Jay about to be.
It smells like bitch in here.
Smell like bitch in here. All y'all smell like bitch to me.
It smells like
Hell yeah.
broken here.
It smells like broke to me, Faulty. Oh man. Okay, so first topic is how's everybody been doing since Corona? We're gonna start off with that. Since the end of 2020 to start of 2021, we're gonna start with that. Any takers? Any volunteers? Do any money mo?
Shit, I'll go.
Oh, thank you.
I know Jesse would probably want to go, but she can't talk. So okay.
Exactly. So from the end of 2020 to 2021, I mean, for my personal life, things have been fairly normal. A lot of shit's only happened in the last couple of days, but like, I did not imagine 2021 starting like it did within like the first week. Oh, already there's already Trump terrorists already trying to take over the capital of the country. It's like, wow, we didn't even get a week into this shit, and already that's fucking wild and shit like that. So I mean, I don't know how I feel because at least the beginning of 2020 wasn't super horrible up until Kobe died, and so pretty much I'm still chilling. Right now I'm in a decent spot where I'm working 2 jobs that are paying the bills. Got my cars all fixed up from what it was doing before. For leaks before, totally fine. And other than that, yeah, I just got my stimulus money, so I'm in a decent spot right now. Hopefully, I stay here at least for a good while because 2020 kind of fucked me up.
Okay, Lance.
You know, I got my own place still like that, so I'm still trying to deal with like the transitions and stuff like that. But my 2021 has actually been pretty good so far. You know, I finally got a higher position in my job after being there for 3 years. So blessed for that. I'm finally figuring out what I want to do with my place, what I want to like buy and stuff. And yeah, I'm just staying motivated towards everything else I'm doing. So yeah.
Cool.
Okay, Ken. No, Ken, come on. I'm always glad. Go ahead. Don't try to fail.
Because I wanted to go after Jay. Okay. For me personally, 2021, it's all right for me personally. I feel like I've been in an okay headspace. It's definitely gotten better though, for sure. 2020, I think for most of us was pretty hard, especially like mentally. It was exhausting, draining. This year I'm just trying to learn how to like kind of not let that kind of take over. COVID obviously is still around, but like trying to still live life and enjoy myself and be grateful for every day. So I would say that it's perfectly fine now. Like Jake said, start off with a bang. People at the Capitol.
Yeah, that's a statement.
Super crazy, bro. We'll talk about that too.
Just a lot, like all this stuff with Texas and.
Oh yeah, that completely slipped my mind.
We're talking about all that, bro. It's cool.
Global warming.
I feel like 2021 trying to come heavy, but I don't know. I still feel like it's a lot of hope for 2021. So Yeah.
I ain't hear no fucking bell yet.
Um.
We ain't heard no bell in a minute. So I guess my turn, right?
Yep.
Oh god. Okay. Similar to you guys stuff. Of course, 2021 started off with the bang with the stuff with the whites acting crazy at the Capitol. So yeah, but overall, I say my second half of 2020 and the 2021 has been like almost like a spiritual journey of like ups and downs, like life lessons and A's, which are also lessons as well. But overall, it's been good. I feel good going into this year than I have like any other year. I want to say the last time I felt good going into a year was like going into 2015 and going into 2016, and every year after that it's just kind of been like, so
Yeah.
yeah, this year I feel good about it, man. I feel good spiritually and mentally.
That's good.
Me and Big Roddy over there gonna get to it physically starting March. But
I already know, man. I already know. Fair.
you prepared? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's time to get into our topics, bro. So, the first topic, I'm about to hold on. The bomb on y'all. I had to start it off with this one because everybody been talking about this.
This bitch I'm fucking always tell me that she love me, but she ain't never show me. Yeah, and if I ever like, I'm going out with my chopper, it'd be another Kobe. Shit, I could tell that they ain't never know me, cause if they knew me, they would've never showed me.
Yeah, I need some context for this. I've heard
I
a
got
little
you,
bit
bro.
about it. Yeah.
Okay, I got you, bro. Let's put it in right now. Hold on. Boom.
Oh, I was gonna talk to this.
Okay, I'm ready for this one. I'm ready for this one.
All right, perfect. So I want Lance to introduce because Lance seems ready. So Lance, give me the context.
Let me introduce it first. This is Meek Mill Kobe verse. It's based off a leaked song that he did with Lil Baby, and it got leaked, and the whole internet has been in a frenzy. So I just want to hear y'all thoughts of what y'all think about it, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. I feel like the people are a little too sensitive over this shit because it's so many artists I can name that said way worse shit than that. I'm talking, we got battle rappers who saying like the most wildest shit I heard, but they don't get no flag for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, I feel like just because of who Meek Mill is and how popular he is, I feel like that's what everybody on his ass the most. I get what Vanessa was saying like you didn't have to say something like that. And I mean, he probably didn't have to say nothing like that. But like, I feel like people trying to cancel him, like people really trying to cancel his ass again because of the shit that he's saying. And I just don't really, I don't feel like that's not right. Because Lil Wayne should have been got canceled at that rate.
Yeah.
Cool. So what was the verse that he said that has everyone up in a frenzy?
He said, and if some along the lines of if I ever go out, I'm going out with my chopper like Kobe or some shit like that. Basically saying like if I go out, I'm going out with a bang. I'm going out with my chopper, aka my gun.
Yeah, my gun. All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's not horrible. I mean, I get the opinion of like, yeah, it's still too soon. It's not even like a year, or no, maybe like just a little bit over a year after he died. It's one of those things where it's just like you do a verse like that. If you're trying to do it for like sort of like impact, it's just you gotta let time heal certain wounds. So I get the fact that like, maybe a bit too early on that. But like the verse itself, I don't see that big of an issue with. Like I've heard again a lot worse from other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Lance said, Lil Wayne literally said, "I beat that." Yeah, Emmett Till. Come on now, bro.
Yeah, or Rodney King. He said that too.
Nicki Minaj literally said in the verse, "Y'all killing me like Michael Jackson, Doctor."
Yeah,
it's way more other worse things that. Now, is it too soon? Like you said earlier, Jake, I agree. It is too soon for that. But the context of the bar, I get it. You going out with your chopper like Kobe. Okay, cool. So yeah. But Kendall, what do you think about it?
I was gonna say the same thing, and it's kind of about my topic that I'm gonna be talking about later. Like Lance said, I just kind of feel like, though I can agree with some of them, I just feel like cancel culture has just become this whole thing, and a lot of things that we used to be able to talk about and say and do, just kind of have become just like this whole thing, like where people are just taking it way too seriously, or
Mhm.
social media has turned it into like a really big thing, so where people feel like they can't say or express themselves like they used to be. And I just feel like that's kind of like taking away our rights and people's personalities, because it's just like, oh dang, let me not say that because this person will say something about it. But like y'all said, I feel like it is a little too early to kind of like make any lyrics like that, but I don't think he was expecting it to like be leaked. One.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
And,
Right, yeah, because what was he actually expecting to release the song, or was he not trying to
right.
release it
I
yet?
think it was Lil Baby's song.
In the
So
studio.
Okay.
Yeah, I think somebody did that on purpose and leaked
Somebody
that.
did
And
that
it
on
was,
purpose.
Because it
Yeah.
might be something where like they recorded it and then so it's like and then they made like stew over on it like maybe that wasn't the right time for that shit like that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
again, the bar isn't that bad. It's really just the timing of it, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
For sure. But yeah, other than
yeah, I
that,
feel like timing is everything.
it is.
it is.
But he shouldn't be canceled for it.
Nah.
Okay.
Capitol Hill.
No, I think you spelled that right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think in that context, yeah. Either way, we can just do something in post where we can just like edit a letter over it. They're really funny as hell.
Spell capital, bro.
Exactly. No, I think for that context you spelled it right. Well, we can look it up after the recording. So yeah, the riots and the terrorists.
I'm gonna let you take this one first, Jay, because you more of the political person. You between all of us, you and Kendall are like both like the most political out of So you go ahead, take that away.
All right, so I mean, it's definitely really fucked up that obviously Trump and his fucking cronies helped incite that shit. The worst part about it is Trump engaged in such like weird ass double speak where he's just like, be peaceful, but like this is what happens when you like steal an election or shit like that. So already like he's like engaging in a way where like, oh, he's like helping to incite it, but he's still not saying completely to incite it, which is what's fucking infuriating about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm very surprised at what those people did, because not only that, I'm not just surprised at the fact that they rioted, which I was expecting, because right-wing terror is much more of a threat and dangerous and just more prevalent than left-wing terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also the fact that these motherfuckers recorded themselves doing this.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're here for revolution, and they expected to be treated like they were the fucking like kings and queens of the ball. Like they expected like why like that one woman was just like, they pushed me down and maced me. Why? I mean, it's the Capitol. It's a revolution. We're storming the Capitol. I'm like, really, bitch? You wondering why they pushed you down and maced you?
Look what you're doing.
Exactly.
Right.
And then they're like, people are posting selfies of in like Nancy Pelosi's office, and then like that one fucking shirtless dude with the Viking shit, which I unfortunately share a name with, and that pissed me the fuck off. Yeah, but yeah, his name ended up being Jake. I'm just like, fuck. Everyone's gonna be
going crazy.
Exactly. It's the white half. But yeah, and then the more like footage I saw about, because when the hearings were actually happening for Trump's second impeachment, the more footage I saw, like the more like actual like violent and like abhorrent that shit ended up being, and that was just, I mean, shit. It was what happens when you let this one fucking douchebag who was always been a piece of shit actually affect the political discourse that much, to the point where he conned and brainwashed a good majority of the country, and that's fucking depressing and disappointing.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Hell yeah.
Well,
Let's just give it up for the police officer. What was his name? Trying to figure out what his name is.
I forgot his name. I'll look it up. But you're talking about the one who led the rioters away from the
Let's just give it up.
Oh my god, the MVP! Because if that was my ass, would have been like, Right over there. They're right over there. That's what you want. The fact that this man put himself in danger and used his blackness as like the way of like, oh well, they're obviously racist white people. They're gonna try and come after me. Like this man, like
he saved people's lives. First of all, baby, I would have scared as hell.
I would have been like, don't hurt me. They're in there. Go get them. They're right over there. They don't pay me enough for this shit.
You know what that reminds me of? That scene in Lion King with Pumbaa and Timon when they dressed themselves up and started lowering the hyenas. I'm gonna put that scene.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's literally what happened. That's literally what happened. Like, and they even showed like video footage of him like going towards like people, and I think he had stopped one of the senators, and they were finna walk towards the riot, and he was just like, nah, bruh, you may want to take your ass right in there. Like it was crazy. They was literally acting like some heathens, climbing up walls. Did y'all see the video when they put
like
World War Z?
Like they thought that shit was Assassin's Creed.
It was World War Z, bro. Literally, that's
exactly.
What it was.
I saw when you post that. You're just like tell me the difference between like the World War Z zombie wall climbing.
I was being so serious. People thought I was joking. I was like, no, tell me the difference. I was like, show me the difference. And also, I'm about to ask a question that's pretty much self-explanatory, bro. So let me ask you guys this before we go into the next topic. If the people who stormed Capitol Hill were black, do you think it'd be the same outcome?
Hell no. National Guard would be mobilized within minutes, and there would be hundreds dead on those
thousands.
Exactly.
Dead.
Killed them dead. And they say, "Oh, this is it." They were doing that. We had to.
We put down these violent mob terrorists, whatever the fuck.
Bro, I was scared for my life.
The fact that they were even able to like talk about these in groups and plan this shit accordingly, and then come and camp out the night before shows that this fucking country is racist, because we would never even got that close. We would have never even got that close.
We would have got sniped so quick.
And let's talk about the election when they was coming up banging on the windows while people trying to count the votes. We never would have gotten that far. So
you don't think we would have got tased or shot?
Shot.
Tased at first, shot later.
Yeah.
You think we would have been arrested or let go?
Arrested.
Arrested.
So no, you gotta fill out those private prisons somehow.
You think we would have been sent on a flight home or restrained?
Restrained.
And
then put all of them put on the no-fly list.
Home, bruh.
And then they find the most pettiest picture of us to put on the newspaper.
Right.
Yeah, the petty mug shot of us throwing up GD.
Right.
Well, I rest my case, guys. Which leads to the next topic I'm about to break you guys with.
So you want to do that topic right now, because we still have our own individual topics to introduce.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on how you want to format this. We can either do it like 4 topics and then each of our own topics after that, and then start closing out the show, or we can split it up.
Okay, let me just do this one last topic. I think I'm gonna get some good answers out of you guys. All right. That's cool. But okay. Boom.
Ooh,
Define watered down.
You know what I mean by watered down, Lance.
I feel like his definition of watered down means like it doesn't mean nearly as much as before. Like you're taught like the bare minimum basics of it, and most of it ends at Martin Luther King, "I Have a Dream," and then racism ended after that shit.
Okay, so let me tell you what my grandma told me today, and I'm gonna let you guys go. What y'all can choose who will go first, but I was talking to my grandma the other day, and she was like, my grandma called me Spider-Man. She was like, Spider-Man, I'm tired of Black History Buff. She was like, all they care about is talking about Martin Luther King. She's like, it's more than just that. She's like, I respect Martin Luther King. I love him. She's like, but it's more than just Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream, Malcolm X. and that's it. She like that's all they stop at. She said and they white out everything else, all the musicians, all the
Yep.
food we created, the inventions, everything else. It's just I have a dream and that's it. And then
Mhm.
they throw like some Black History Month banners up in the stores and
Oh yeah,
some bogus T-shirts in Target, and then that's it. So yeah.
yeah. I agree with grandma. First of all,
Mhm.
I just feel like you said, like I just actually for my job, Claire's, um, they
Mm.
posted they sent out like a newsletter, um, pretty much saying that they have like this whole like diversity and inclusion team now, and y'all know what that means. That means
Mhm.
taking the black and brown people, putting them ahead of a team, and
Yep.
making them be in charge of the black issues. And um the newsletter read something along the lines like, "Oh, we're just going to be now moving forward. We're going to be doing something to, I guess, like highlight our black and brown associates, yada yada yada." So then it was like, "Oh, we're going to start off with Black History Month." So pretty much what they said was like, "Oh, we're going to put, oh, tag yourself in a post of you singing a song, watching a movie,
Wait, what?
for real, watching a movie, um,
Jake.
something of your favorite character, like not your favorite character, like just like any post that has something to do with Black History Month." So it's kind of like an agenda thing to say,
Mhm.
this is what we're going to do to show y'all that we care.
Exactly.
Right,
You
right.
And
don't care. You're just trying to fill a quota.
yeah, they just trying to fill this whole
Thank you.
thing, and I feel like that's what it has been become in a lot of situations. It's really sad. It's really
Mhm,
sad.
mhm,
And I feel like we should do more to educate ourselves and other people than to just allow people to just make it an agenda of theirs. And we should take it more serious because I feel like we've made an agenda as well. And like you said, only talking about like certain people that are obvious to Black history. Like you said, Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, like stuff that's stuff we know and people should know, but we need to become more aware of what it really means to be Black, and other creators and writers and poets and musicians and just
Mm-hmm.
everything else.
And Victor's.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
become,
And just how Black Americans have contributed
yeah,
to overall American culture and
we
society.
we
right.
literally are like the shit. We literally have done so much for this country, and I feel like the more we know and the more that we educate ourselves, then it'll be more than just a month. It'll
Hmm.
honestly just become everyday thing for us.
It'll just become American
It won't
history
be
like it
watered
should
down
be.
anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah, it won't be watered down anymore. So that's how I feel about it. Um, yeah.
I mean, shit. That's a really solid answer, and you especially with the example that you gave about what your job was doing. I'm like, I can't put it better myself.
And then,
Go
and
ahead,
then,
Lamp.
no, I was gonna say, and then it is watered down. It is watered down, but it is some people who's actually trying to do different things because it's just like this wrestling couple that I watch. They two black people, and so every day, every day for Black History Month, they dress as like famous black characters and stuff like that, and like they dress up as they were in them scenes, like people I've never heard of. They dressing up as them, and so I just feel like that's a really good thing that they doing. So shouts out to them two. Like that's unique to me.
You said they
You said what?
you said black or Russian?
No, black.
Oh, I was like so confused. Okay,
Oh,
that's
'cause
good.
I'm like, you said that you said Russian.
Oh, I meant black. Yeah, they two black like WWE superstars and stuff like that. They dressed up like famous black people who done things throughout um their lives. that I've never heard of. So that's pretty unique to me and unique. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So we're gonna do rock paper scissors on live. Still leg.
You breaking up, Freddie.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Am I still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Now you coming in a little bit more clear.
You good now? Wait, I think you froze again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just hard coming. It's just hard. All right, I think you're good again.
Yeah.
I think it's all four of our connections trying to join together. Is it good now?
Yeah, it's good
you
now.
good now.
Thank God we wasn't live. Jesus Christ. Okay.
They would've-
Lost like 50 viewers right there. We're gonna do rock paper scissors on live, and it's funny I said that because I was like, as long as the connection doesn't break, but to see who goes first for their topic. So y'all ready?
Yep.
Shit, I'm gonna do 4-way rock paper scissors. God damn.
Yeah, I know. Are y'all ready?
Yep.
Rock paper scissors shoot.
Wait, what? I got so confused.
God damn it, Lance.
Okay.
Did Kendall put up the gun?
She got scissors, so
Yeah,
Jake
she
got
got
scissors
scissors.
too. So Lance, between me and you both got rocks.
All right.
All right.
Lance. Red one.
We are now reporting live.
2, 3. Rock paper scissors shoot. All right, Lance, you go first.
All right, Lance, here you go. All right, so here you go.
All right. So my topic
Jake.
is
Make Lance the biggest one, and we're gonna be on the side.
All right.
oh man, I can fit in my light skin voice.
Hey, don't mess it up, bro. Spotlight on you.
There we go.
Hey, I'm about doing.
Uh,
I like my woman called.
Just like that, Jake. Do it like that, like how you have it right now.
I'm trying to get it over to where he is, but I don't know how to do that. So I might just have to make him. All right, I'll just make you the center of this right now, and then when we go back to discuss, we'll do that like that.
All right, go ahead.
So my topic is: do you lose respect for an artist when the music they talk about isn't their life? So just an example, like Tekashi has. Like, he talk all that big bad shit, like I be shooting niggas and shit like that, but your ass is sponsored by the fucking witness protection program, so we don't hear your bullshit. Like, it's so many different artists and stuff like that be talking that shit, but they don't back it up at all. Like, I feel like Drake is another one. He talking that big bad shit. I don't give a fuck. Drake be talking about he be shooting niggas. The only thing he be shooting is I don't know. He could be shooting bullshit.
Shooting them corny ass videos.
Right.
Six.
So I just want to hear y'all input and see, like, do y'all lose respect for that, or do y'all just be like, well, it's just music at the end of the day?
Okay.
First of all, Lance.
Oh, here we go.
Another example is stop looking up Drake. Okay, but personally, I guess I never really thought about it though. Like, to be honest with it, like, you think about it, like, this person really ain't about that. But like, honestly, for me, as long as the lyrics make sense, and I can vibe out to it, it's just kind of like, but it does help me like connect to the artist more if they really like are about what they talk about. So like when I listen to like Ari Lennox or Jasmine Sullivan, whoever, that's really what they, what they go through, or so what kind of thing.
That works.
Jake.
Yeah, for me personally, I guess it's another one of those cases where it depends. So, like, if you base your whole personality or like your whole like discography on a lie, or like where it's just like you like from the streets, but you really not, that's when I lose respect for you. But like, there's sometimes where like certain artists will talk about like certain shit that happened on the streets, but they'll be talking about it from like another person's perspective. Like I know J. Cole on For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah.
He did a bunch of songs that he was talking about like shit was happening on the streets, but that wasn't really him doing it. It was from somebody else's perspective. So I feel like the context for that is key. So if you were like in like Takeshi's spot where like he's talking about being like gangster and like dealing drugs and shooting motherfuckers, if that's like his whole personality, but that's all based on a lie, then yeah, I definitely lose respect for you because you were being fake the whole time and you never actually put your own spin, your actual own personality and persona into your music. But if you feature other artists or telling someone else's story or something like that, well, then it's completely different. So again, just for me, context for that shit is key.
Yeah,
I fuck with that answer. Yeah. See me. I agree with all your answers, but I just feel like you're doing your fans and the world like a whole disservice when you literally lie when you go in the booth. That's really like me go to the booth and y'all know me. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I gang bang. I shot this nigga the other day. I'm driving a Lambo. I ain't never gave a fuck about no bitch. It's like, come on now, bro. We know the truth. That's why I try my best to like with my music personally. I try to tell you the truth, no matter how bad it is, no matter if it's me wrong, another person wrong. I'm not about to lie to you. And I can see like you having fun. And sometimes you go in the booth and you just spit something and you be like, okay, I'm gonna have fun with this. So you talk about or rap about some shit that you don't really do or act like on a regular basis, but you're just having fun. But your whole catalog and your whole like ego and persona shouldn't be based off of something fake. Like if you're not hard, don't go in the booth trying to act hard. Drake. If you're not a gangster, don't act like Tekashi 6. Don't be Tekashi 6ix9ine because you're not a gangster. You run by the feds. If you're not,
God damn, you said Aubrey, man. You said Aubrey.
if you're not truly, and I love Drake, but yeah, bro, all that gun talking, no, come on now, stop it, bro. He was on the grassy, man.
And that's why I got so much respect for like rappers like Benny the Butcher and Westside Gunn because they literally said like, bro, I lied to the feds. Like he said that shit in songs like, I don't fuck with the feds. I lied to the feds to get by. I'm like, damn.
But also, this is another thing too though. And in defense of Drake and all the people we just said, now Tekashi we know, but other people you don't truly know if they're telling the truth or not because you don't know their life. You don't live with them. You don't know them personally. They could be telling you anything. So it's up in the air. Like I could hop on a track. You could hop on a track. Any one of us could hop on this right here and tell lies to the people, and they don't know us. We could just be good actors. So therefore,
that's true.
You don't know who truly being real or not. So in that defense, I'll leave Aubrey alone on that. Whatever can. But
man, that nigga be lying. That nigga be lying.
Maybe he is outside in the AMG TT.
I'm outside.
You turn baby girl, you know me, So it's
Man, that nigga crying over Georgia, whatever her name is, Smith.
Georgia Smith, come on,
Georgia Smith.
Say it right. All right, too jaded, man.
Right one day. I'm sorry.
Okay, so who's going next? We doing rock paper scissors again?
I feel like we could do it because y'all two were in the final round. We can just have you go next,
right? Haha.
Oh, fine.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Pull me up.
And
damn. Outside in an AMG.
Boom.
Okay. Wow. Let me back up. So I feel like I'm too close now. All right. So my topic for you guys tonight is what movie or TV show that you feel like defines your life. So an example, a TV show I feel like defines my life, not to a T, but it's certain situations that happen. Lance gonna know what I'm about to say. Is Atlanta, because in Atlanta it is something always going wrong, and I try not to speak that negativity of my life. I'm not even gonna say it's negative because some of the things that happen or go wrong in my life, it's not necessarily going wrong. It's just very bizarre, random, and just like off the wall. And especially when I'm with like Lance, when I'm with actually you two, Kendall, or like around Derek or some other homies or James, something random and strange or bizarre is always going on. And I'd be like, you know what? This is Atlanta episode 6, season 3, because this just don't make sense. So with that being said, what movie or TV show do you guys feel like defines your life? Boom.
All right, you don't have to come to me on this one last because I'm still thinking and I don't know. So
Okay. Okay.
I,
Go ahead.
I got mine, but if Kendall, you got yours, you can go.
I don't.
all right,
Okay.
you got plans.
Well, I feel like mine's is probably the show, Freddie, and I always
What?
talk about the damn show.
What?
BoJack Horseman.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I feel like that show. I feel like that show defines actually a lot of people, and it defines me because like the roller coaster the dead man well, he's not a man, he's a fucking horse. That horse goes through. It's like it's ridiculous. Like he goes through like family situations. He goes through like depression stages. He goes to chicks and shit he like try to be with, and then like
Yeah, you
he do
definitely be going
something.
through shakes.
It's like yeah, and it like Freddie always bring up that episode when Todd told his ass like it's you. Stop defining. Stop saying it's everybody else. It is you doing these things. Stop. Don't blame nobody else. It is you. And I'm like, damn, like that show really resembles like a lot of shit that like I be thinking in my mind. Like it was. I don't know. I'm talking about the show, but it's literally one part when he was like, he just woke up in the morning like, damn, I'm a piece of shit. Like, I'm a stupid piece of shit. Like I do this and this and that. Like I know this is me. But have y'all ever thought in your mind, be like, damn, what I did was stupid as fuck. Like I'm a piece of shit for that. Like
Yeah, or like so I'll think back to situations like, fuck, why did I do that? I'm such a dumb motherfucker. God.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's my show.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good that y'all have that because I still can't think of it.
I got a fun. Why y'all think I got a fun story I can tell you where I really was a piece of shit to somebody, and I'm just now forgiving myself for that. I got a story for y'all, bro.
All right.
Okay, so this was I think it was 2016. I was in the dorms, and so I just got my refund check. I was so happy and stuff, thinking I was a shit when I really wasn't. And me and a group of friends they'll be unnamed. We all went to IHOP together, and we got food. And me and this one person who I was cool with, who was always there for me, like no matter what, like she was always there, like real beautiful, pretty soul, pretty on the outside, like just spectacular person. And so I went with like two of my other homies and this one girl who I was talking to. She'll go unnamed too. I was, you know the 9 yards, you know how to do it. But so we went to IHOP and Jake, we ate good. Everybody ordered their food. And so since I had a refund check, I was balling and my other friends didn't get theirs yet. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take care of everybody else's bill except for this one person's bill. I was like, you could pay for your own shit. I was like, but I'm paying for everybody else's. And she looked at me like, really? Like you gonna do that? I looked at her like, yep, I'm gonna do that because you know, I don't care. And after that moment, like as soon as it happened on a car ride home, I was like, dang, Freddie, I was like, you didn't have to do that. And then the other side of me was like, no, Freddie, fuck that. It's okay. It's cool. She had her own money. But in past tense, if I could like take myself now and go back to then, and if I saw myself, I'd probably beat the shit out of myself. I'd be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, you're a shitty person for that. So yeah.
Ungrateful.
Yeah, disrespectful, bro.
Disrespect.
So
All your fault.
Yeah. Yeah, I was shitty for that, bro. Yeah. That person was Kendall, so yeah.
Oh, damn. I wasn't ready for that.
Did me dirty.
Dirty.
Every little kid like this, oh no.
Wow.
I'm upset.
Yo.
But you know, here we are now, new person. So
I mean,
never do that
shit.
again.
It's all learning experience.
Yeah, that's a learning experience.
Wanted cheese on that burger, so you know.
What you looking for?
I'm like, please, you finna say this story. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. That's truthful right there. That's being truthful with yourself. That's what rappers need to start doing. But Kendall, go ahead.
I would say one of the movies that I feel like I kind of connect with and kind of like is my life in a sense is The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, okay.
Great movie. If you have not watched it, go and
Mm-hmm.
that movie every time I watch it, it gives me like a boost of inspiration because
Hmm.
literally, it's about somebody that just got out of school, trying to, get to it,
Mhm.
just got a job, don't even know what she getting herself into, like literally at all. And all she becomes is like this pushover for this person, for her boss, and forgets about herself, her dreams, her personal life. And I think the main thing that stuck out to me is how she like kept pushing off like what she wanted to do, um, and what she needed to do. She knew she needed to write more to get to a certain point, but she did not. She put all her focus on like her job, and her job kind of became her personality. And
Damn.
so I feel like when she finally gets that spark, and even though her boss is super like rude as fuck, I feel like I wouldn't say it was necessarily like tough love, but she was put in a situation where she had no choice but to like boss up and like get on
Mm.
her shit. And I feel like it was something that she really needed, even though she hated every moment of it. And I don't know, I wouldn't say that's how my life is, but I can relate to her a lot, and it's a very inspirational movie. So because I be feeling like I do similar stuff to her. So I would definitely say that
I'm about
that
to watch that
movie,
now.
Yeah, I
yeah,
haven't seen it for so
it's really good.
long.
It's really good. I don't know if y'all have heard of like the imposter syndrome, but I feel like that was just like something that she like had, where it's just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it, or try to like boost herself up to be this certain type of person when she really wasn't.
Okay.
I agree with that. A lot of times, um, this is like a philosopher named Alan Watts. I was listening to him today. He said a lot of times we are so concerned with what people think about us because we give this the script. We make this like person in our head that we're supposed to be, but it's not that at all. So when
Hmm.
people like tell us like who we are, we think we're supposed to be that person who they telling us we're supposed to be. When in reality, you're not supposed to be that. So
Right, and
yeah,
you're so focused on trying to be that specific person instead of
exactly,
doing what you want to do and becoming the person who you're supposed to be.
exactly,
So
That's
that's
even
exactly.
that's
like,
even when you like trying to impress somebody too. So when you're trying to
Yeah,
impress somebody too, you're not being yourself. You're trying to just be somebody else so that person can like you more. When you just gotta realize, just be your fucking self. You know.
and that's sick, bro. You're not supposed to do that shit at all.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
or it can also be you trying to impress yourself with this perfect version of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's deep. But Jake, I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead. Did you find your movie or show yet,
I think I did, and y'all have to stick with me on this one.
Mr.
So,
Robot?
um, I think the show, and I had to really think about the character for this as well. I think the show that I guess helps define my life is Mob Psycho 100,
Oh
Okay.
wow.
and I mainly base it off Mob. And then when I looked back and I thought more about Mob, Mob is someone who has trouble dealing with his emotions and trying to fit in at school, and he's a really compassionate person who struggles like reading the atmosphere. And when I was
Okay.
younger, I was a lot of that. I'd have certain like social issues where I couldn't like read the room or people's like emotions, and I had to like learn that a lot over time. And I had, and I still have some today, but not nearly as much. I had a lot of anger issues as a kid, a lot of
Mhm.
shit, and there's a lot of like other
Jake, you
shit
used to be angry? What the fuck?
Yeah,
all
I
the
have.
time.
I can't see it.
It was
I
bad.
can't picture Jake angry,
It
bro.
was
I can't.
bad. It was bad. Like, and y'all like there's moments where it could come back out, but y'all haven't seen it. But there's moments where I would flip the fuck out. Like it was bad to the point where I'm like, okay, I had to figure out how to calm myself down.
Like
But
Lemongrad bad, man.
like freak out, like tear up a whole room, bad.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Damn, Jake. All right, let me not fuck with you. Okay.
Right,
exactly.
right.
No, like I wouldn't fuck with me. um,
Let me leave you alone.
But yeah, overall, the show is about him just trying to find like his place in life, that doesn't involve like any sort of like any of his like his psychic powers and gifts, and trying to
Mm-hmm.
um, tell a person that he likes how he feels about her, but not finding the way to do it. Being a very understanding and forgiving individual, and like there's a lot of shit that I've seen like reflected from Mob that I could reflect from my own personal life when I was growing up. So that was the main example that I thought of. And then Fred, you had something you wanted to add to the class?
I got a question. Sorry. So is that why you love weed so much? Because it calms you from being angry?
I mean, that's part of the reason. I mean, I like weed. I just like weed, but weed has definitely helped calm me the fuck down.
Jake the Incredible Hulk, bro.
No, Jake Weezy F. Broly.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck?
It was
Thank you, Daddy. That's the fuck everything.
I love you, Daddy.
I'm so happy, bro.
I got so much editing to do with this damn video. Look at that, all that shit. Okay, so whose topic is next? Okay, Ken, Jake.
It's between me and you, Kendall.
All right, rock, paper, scissors. Go ahead.
I could go.
All right,
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, fuck you, Jake. I'm going.
No, I'm good with that.
No one throws sugar on me, father.
Okay. Okay. What's up, y'all? So today I'm going to be talking about how do you feel about cancel culture. So y'all, let me say something. Okay. Not saying that I do not agree with some of the people that have been canceled. I'm just very curious on how everyone feels about it. Do you feel like society has become too sensitive? Do you agree with cancel culture? I could give an example, just like we were talking about earlier with Meek Mill. Seeing how quick it was for people to just be like, okay, let me cancel him right quick because I don't like what he said and I don't like how he said it and I don't like the timing of it. So I don't mess with him. So he's a terrible person. Personally, me, I don't agree with it, but it can be necessary for certain people. But I do feel like we need to open our minds and view celebrities, especially as regular people. People make mistakes. People fuck up. It's a human thing that we all do, and I just feel like we shouldn't like have these people on this platform and bash them as if we don't do anything wrong. And like, first of all, the jokes that we make in the kitchen, at home, at the family reunions, what's the link? Baby, we will all be canceled. We will all be canceled.
We'll take a look in our group chat. We'll be canceled. It's over with.
I would be canceled. So I just want to see, what everybody thinks.
I got you, bro. I got you here. Yes. If anybody took a call log, if anybody recorded me for like a whole week and heard some of the things I say to people, there'd be no Winner Circle, no Freddie Black, no Stay Up Freddie, no Art Black. I'd be done. It'd be over with, bro. And if they looked inside the group chat, all the stuff I'd be saying.
Ooh, that group chat get leaked.
Bro, any of our group chats.
But I'll stay on task with topic. I do feel like the world has become overly sensitive. I'm talking about in music, movies,
Comedy,
media, social media, clothes, comedy. Like one of my favorite comedians, Dion Cole, saying in a stand-up, he asked the crowd, he was like, I was afraid to say that joke about like, the gay community because I thought y'all was gonna like scold me or something. So you can't say that nowadays because everybody is literally so sensitive. And that frustrates me because it's almost like it's like the world's way or the government's way of like putting everybody on mute. You don't have your voice anymore because you're afraid to say something because you don't know if I'm gonna get like good attention from this or am I gonna be canceled and lose my whole career by tomorrow. So it's like you stuck in a box, and it shouldn't be like that. Because back then you can say what you wanted to say, speak your mind freely, crack a dark joke. But nowadays people just, oh, that's racist, or that's going against the community, or that's sexist, or that's fascist, and it's horrible, bro. It frustrates me a whole lot. So with that, I feel like cancel culture needs to be like I don't know, reformat it. They need to go back to formula with that. Go back to the drawing board because everybody shouldn't be canceled for every little thing they do. It's sick.
Yeah, yeah.
And just to
Yeah.
add real quick before somebody else goes, like I said, like I feel like in certain situations people do need to like reap the consequences. Like Danny Lee, that song, terrible, just terrible.
Danny
Terrible,
Lee.
terrible.
Wait, who?
The that make the song with Chris Brown, you know the I don't even know the lyrics. Come on now.
Oh, that girl. I know you're talking about that dance song, that slow song.
Yeah.
Okay, her.
So
Yeah, okay. What you say?
when she made the song about light skinned girls, now that it was just kind of like one of those things where it's just like, okay, Doja Cat, it's just
Oh,
been a lot. It's just been a lot.
she not ultra black.
Oh my god.
Fred,
Kind of like pins. What?
No, I'm saying, sorry,
it's some dumb shit, Fred.
Oh. But yeah, I guess it just kind of I do believe people should be able to like believe what they want and have their beliefs and pick and choose who they want to mess with. But I don't agree with people trying to make others feel bad for, you know. Well, nope, let me take it back. Because if I hear somebody like well, R. Kelly is just kind of like on the fence. It's kind of on the fence. But if
I was gonna bring up R. Kelly.
Exactly. In fact, I have a really interesting answer to
I
this.
guess, like you said, Fred, it's kind of like one of those things you just gotta take back to the drawing board and just people just go back to thinking like I have my opinion, you have yours, and we gonna leave.
It's so simple. It's like the simplest things are the most complicated for a lot of people. Not even some. You have your voice, you have your opinion, I have mine. We agree to disagree, move along. It's like if you don't agree with me, then I'm gonna scold you and curse you out till you do. No,
Right.
no.
I wanted to give an example real quick, because I feel like literally like Nick Cannon, Eminem, that's a perfect example because Eminem made a song a long ass time ago. It was a racist ass song. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like he was saying the whole thing like black girls want what the white men can't get. He was going off. He was mad about some shit. And Nick Cannon brought that shit up again. But Eminem literally said like, bro, I literally apologized for this song. And like, I felt like Nick Cannon was trying to get Eminem canceled for that shit. And I'm like, bro, like that's not gonna work. Like that shit old as hell. And like he acknowledged it and stuff. I feel like that's the problem with cancel culture. Motherfuckers don't acknowledge the shit neither. Like a lot of people who they trying to cancel, they don't really acknowledge it. In my opinion, they just like try to feel like they never said it and shit like that too.
Yeah, so that's another thing. People act like you can't be forgiven for things that you've done. Now, it's some things that are just. I'm not saying it's unforgivable.
Yeah.
But it's like I can't forget that, bro. It's like if you like try to have sex with a 3-year-old or some shit like that, I'm not forgetting that, bro. I forgive you for like because that's what God wanted me to do. But at the end of the day, I'm not forgetting that. No, you sick. Like that's nasty. But okay, he said something racist back in the day about a black woman or something like that. Okay, he apologized for it. He's sorry for it. Never happened again. I don't know Eminem personally, but move along from it. So yeah.
What you think?
So I got a pretty interesting answer for this, and I'm basing this off of a piece that I saw from this guy on a channel called Some More News, where the title of his thing or the title of his like a whole like piece was like cancel culture isn't a thing. And I really wanted to know what he meant by that. And there's a lot of examples here where you could say that certain celebrities have been canceled, but ultimately they still end up having pretty fruitful careers even after they're publicly criticized. Like, I'll give you this one example. So Kevin Hart was given one opportunity to host the Oscars. And then it came out where he said that joke about that he said if his son was gay, he'd smash a dollhouse over his head. Now that's pretty bad optics right there. And so people wanted him to not host the Oscars, but the Oscars we're going to cancel him right away. All they said was all you have to do is apologize for the joke and you can keep moving on. But Kevin was being stubborn and said, no, I won't apologize for the joke. So he ended up not being hosting the Oscars. And I feel like a lot of this stuff where like you could avoid with cancel culture is So let's say if you like put something out into the public zeitgeist and people, and it just ends up being a wrong take or something that's ignorant or something like that, the way you mitigate a lot of cancel culture, and even there's still people that were going to freak out no matter what, the people that are going to be overly sensitive or whatever, but to help mitigate what cancel culture is, especially for these celebrities that are, again, public figures that are put in the spotlight, is a really simple way to do that is to, and like Eminem's example, Eminem apologized for it. It's apologizing and trying to understand maybe where you were wrong or what maybe you did that you haven't seen before. And when it comes to certain things, you can be like, yo, I'm sorry, I didn't know saying this would, trigger this many, like, well, not trigger, but like affect this many people in this certain way. And you're not, at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to please everyone. But the more you're able to not be stubborn to the criticism and try and learn, like, maybe was I wrong about this? Am I looking at this from a wrong angle? Because a lot of these celebrities that we claim are canceled still, again, enjoy very fruitful careers. Like Chris Brown. I mean, Chris Brown beat the shit out of Rihanna and still enjoys a fucking fantastic career. Like let's not, like, R. Kelly was peeing on a 14-year-old back in 2001 and wasn't canceled until I don't know how many years later. So let's not argue the fact that cancel culture is a major epidemic.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it really all comes down to, are you, for whatever action you take that people are trying to cancel you for, are you going to try and learn from it, or is it something where it's just like certain examples where people are digging it up and they're like, is an example where people are digging it up and trying to just, throw shit at you for no reason? Or is this something that like you threw out recently that you're like being stubborn about and not learning from?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, perfectly said, bro. I agree with that one.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's kind of, my opinion, sort of like, well, at some point, maybe you do deserve to get shit on for your shitty opinion. If you throw it out in the public zeitgeist, it happens. It's called a public discourse. So it's all a rocky slope. But there's people on the side that are, again, way too overly sensitive and try and police language and all that other shit. But sometimes certain celebrities are just stubborn and just want to apologize for the shitty things that they do.
Yeah.
And then people need to realize too, you can't control everything that everybody does, everybody's opinion. You can't. So just let them fucking be, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or do a fake ass apology like Rick Ross tried doing. That is as treated.
People need some better PR managers, is what the celebrities they need. Like, I feel like that's why I went into that major, because I was kind of like thinking about doing like actually being like a PR person for like celebrities or something like that.
You would be good at that.
I think that people need to be like more, think about that more and be like, you know what, let me get this, because I'm not the brightest. And also, like, even if you do believe that you make good decisions, once you get in the public eye, it doesn't matter. None of that even matters. So you need somebody to help you like kind of delegate and like think about certain things and help you kind of like maneuver, because if not, that's when you could just be taken down instantly.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, good point, Jake. I like that.
Thank you. All right, well, I guess my topic is up last.
Your time is here. Your time is now.
You can't see me. My time is now.
So I'm going to try and introduce this topic. I can try and relate it to something else, because I know, Kendall, you don't play games nearly as much. But my topic pretty much ends up being is that games, or again, whatever type of media that made you either want to master its mechanics or just learn more about it, like something that just struck a chord with you where it's just like, I want to focus all of my time on this one specific thing. And I bring this up because I grew up, I had ADHD, so a lot of times I'll get hyper focused on things. And what made me think about this was certain people on YouTube talking about how certain challenges in games and having a game naturally puts you to using more of its systems, puts you more in the fun zone, and makes the game a lot better. And two games that did a really good job recently that I've played that did a really good example of challenging you to learn from its systems and master the mechanics are Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, but mostly Doom Eternal. And I think I'll talk mostly about that because with Sekiro, that's like a From Software game where like the challenge is the most important part, and like you either learn its mechanics or you get your shit rocked. But with Doom Eternals especially, the beginning of the game helps introduce you to a lot of different mechanics, such as switching different weapons for different scenarios, targeting weak points on your enemies so that way they're easier to deal with, and overall learning your movement, your cooldowns on your abilities, and all that other stuff. So it teaches you and it sort of pushes you to using these mechanics at the very beginning. So later on in the game, when you're free to use more of the weapons and the style that you want, you've already learned that. So that way, you can take in what you've learned from the beginning and start mastering that and implementing that more, and then learning even more about that game. Like that, like Doom Eternal came back out last March. I'm still learning shit about that game, about how to combo certain weapons with each other, or certain mods that I never used before. I'm now using all the time whenever I play. So that's something I wanted to talk about is like whatever game or certain media made you want to master its mechanics or learn so much more about that had you so hyper focused on it.
Okay. I mean, I got one. I just beat the game like maybe like a month or two ago. I would say God of War, the newest one.
Ooh.
God, God damn! I was like, when I first played it, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna know how to use these damn mechanics. I'm confused as hell, getting my ass beaten first levels and shit. But
Mm-hmm.
like I literally beat it, and I'm like, damn! Like it's still so many tools and shit on the game. Like I want to get to know more, and yeah, like it's mostly simple for me. I just want to get to know more of the mechanics and shit for that game. But I feel like that's like the biggest game I played that like I want to know more moves and shit like that.
I can see what you mean about God of War. 'Cause that game, god damn. Wait till you start fighting them Valkyries. That's
Bro, I'm
self-explanatory
almost
right
fucking with
there.
them
Like
Valkyries right
you
now.
want to talk about the anger issues I had before? Watch me fight the Valkyries. Derek saw that firsthand about how angry I get at that shit. That
I
is
beat the game. I'm just trying. I beat the game. I just got to fight the Valkyries now. I'm like, nope, fuck that.
I don't have a most recent game because I haven't really been playing video games like that recently. Last game I played a whole lot was I think Call of Duty Cold War, and that shit was just simple. And Spider-Man Miles Morales. I mean, that's that fucking
That
game.
was simple.
Yeah, but the game that made me actually try, I brought it up earlier today in our group chat. It was Halo 3. Cause when I first started playing games, I just be like aggressive and just run into it with full force and be like, I'm just about to take out everybody. And my cousin was like, if you're a real Halo player, you play it on Legendary, cause that's how everybody do it. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it on Legendary and still kick these niggas' ass. Didn't turn out that way. I tried to run it. I tried to run in. They boop, sit your ass down somewhere. Try to go to boop, headshot, sit your ass down somewhere. Don't be get that shit out of here. So on Legendary, you got the easy, normal. I think it's like
heroic.
heretic, yeah, heroic, and then there's legendary, right? Yeah. So on legendary, literally, like the enemies shoot you like 2 times and your ass dead. It hits you once, like your whole life bar go down. So
Damn.
you can't just run in and be like aggressive. You gotta like think. So it's like, okay, there's 3 enemies right there. How am I gonna take them out? Is there a more powerful enemy down there? How many is it? You gotta like use your brain a whole lot. So when I started playing that made me better with other games and low-key life too. It made me start using my brain more. So I had to say that's the game that made me like actually try super hard.
Exactly, because in a game like Halo, especially with a weapon sandbox, you have to think, okay, what weapon do I use for this scenario?
Yep,
Do I
yep,
use a power weapon on
yep.
this group of grunts, or do I save it for a brute or an elite, like down
Or
the
even
line?
like a plasma grenade or a regular grenade saved my ass a whole lot of times. Sniper rifles too. So yeah.
Yeah. So Kendall, what you can do is you can relate this because I don't know if you have a game to relate this to, but you can relate this to either like a song that you wanted to like dissect and learn more about, or like a movie, or like you wanted to like learn more about like how it was
Or a
made,
craft or a
shit like
hobby.
that, or craft or a hobby, like whatever it can be.
Um,
Kind of like I don't play none of this shit.
What the fuck is a Halo?
no. Um, I would say, I guess I can bring up the whole painting thing. I think that I definitely want to get more into, especially like oil painting. Oil
Ooh,
painting
that's
is like a
cool.
whole thing, y'all, and like it it definitely takes some skill for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Acrylic is way more easier to like maneuver and like blend and stuff like that. But when you're working with oil, it's kind of like it's way thicker. Um, I feel like it's a little bit harder to maneuver, and it takes a long ass time to dry. I feel like
Mm,
it's very hard to blend when you actually get it on paper. Me personally, um,
Mhm.
and so I think I just really want to learn how to like do that and master that. Honestly, I need to master a lot of things with painting, especially like shadow work and stuff like that. So, yeah, I guess I'll just use that as an example. Um, yeah.
That was a really good answer.
I
Yeah,
like that a whole lot.
You're especially talking about aspects of painting that I really don't think about that much too. So
yeah. I've personally done oil painting like back when I was in like elementary school. That shit is not easy. That shit hard as hell. I be
That shit.
fucking that shit up. I be like, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah, and it takes a very long time to dry. And if you don't have a lot of,
Mhm.
and if anybody know any, and this is about, especially if you're a perfectionist and any type of, and you do any type of creative work, when you
Mhm.
when you trying to get something perfect and you fuck up, it just kind of ruins the whole mood. And that
Yep.
happens
Bro,
a
Yep.
lot.
it
man.
just frustrates the
Yeah,
hell out of
and
you.
that
Fucking
happens to me a
fucking
lot.
music, bro. Oh my god.
I literally one time I was doing this one painting and I literally like certain things you can like fix. But certain shit you just look at it and you like, nah, bruh. And I literally took the paintbrush and just like jammed it. Like that's how frustrated, like for real, that's how frustrating it really can be. So just trying to learn how to like get some patience, and that's why I want to do oil painting because it's gonna definitely take some patience.
Shit, that was a really good answer.
And then
That
Jake,
was.
Jake, real quick, another game that pisses me off, and I'm probably never gonna beat it no time soon. Is
Mhm.
fucking Last of Us. I know
How?
The
that
original
shit
Last of Us?
hardcore to me. I have no patience for that
Hey,
shit, bro. I
He
have
said,
no patience for that shit. It's like if you run out of bullets, you fuck for the rest of that game. For that,
glad you use your resources, bro. That's your game to cause you to think and use your brain, bro. Because
that's
you
what I'm
can't
saying.
Exactly. That's one where you
When
gotta
save
like.
ammo and shit.
you thought of that thinking shit, I immediately thought about Last of Us. Like if you just go in that shit headstrong, your ass go die.
Mhm.
You gotta think, bro. You gotta conserve your ammo. You gotta take out one dude in the corner. Like, okay, does he have like you gotta think, bro.
Exactly. Am I gonna pay if I shoot this? Am I gonna piss off a whole group of clickers that'll come fuck my shit up?
Cause
Bro,
plenty of times
Yeah.
in The Last of Us, I don't know how I made it through a level. Cause I done fucked up so bad. I'm like, bro, I don't know how I'm still alive right now. Just
Mhm.
by just like desperation. So, and wait till you play The Last of Us 2. Besides that little weak ass story, the gameplay, oh man, you're gonna be
Mhm.
like,
I
yeah.
played a little bit of it. Remember that
Oh yeah, when I brought my PlayStation over. Okay, okay.
Right. Yeah. But
them fucking clickers? I hate them clickers, bro.
exactly. But a reason why I thought about this topic is I was playing Eternal again today, and I was looking back on like, wow, like when I was first playing this, like I played it like ass. I fought certain enemies like shit. I didn't like, I kind of didn't know what I was doing for the most part. Like I learned some of the mechanics, but I never tried to actually master them. And the more I would like look about like people talking about Doom and like how you're supposed to like funnel into the fun zone, like what you're supposed to find, like how you like weapon switch and do this all this crazy shit. And the more I play it now, especially when Fred, you saw me play it.
Oh yeah.
I was completely different player from the time I was playing it, and the only thing I wanted to do, like, if Doom Eternal was a sports car, my only goal was how do I make this shit go as fast as fucking possible.
Yeah, Jake ass been doing some shit I ain't never seen before. I'm just like sitting there like a kid eating popcorn. I'm like, I'm not playing this because that shit is
Mhm.
wild. But you know what I just thought
Yeah.
about though? How come like okay, you know when you put like shit on like on the hardest difficulty,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
or like when you actually trying to learn something new and master something, it's so damn hard until you get it. But
Mm-hmm.
once you do, you like better. And I posted like something on my Twitter a long time ago because I posted my YouTube video and it got like 2 dislikes. And I was like, I got my first 2 dislikes today. And some random dude on Twitter was like, well, I equate that to like video games. He was like, you're going in the right direction when you keep seeing enemies and shit. So I feel like
Mhm.
all of us trying like new things and trying like the shit that like scares us, it's good because we're not used to seeing that. We used to like, well, not necessarily used to like easy shit, but we're not used to like trying something harder or evolving ourselves past a different level. So
Exactly,
I
and
feel like that's
being
good.
constantly challenged to master something or
Yeah, yeah,
go in the right
yeah.
direction of where a certain hobby is trying to take us is like certain things where it's just like like you're being led to a certain point where like if you learn it like this and you're able to follow along, you'll eventually get to this point rather than just being stubborn and set in your own ways.
Exactly. That's so
Sure.
crazy, bro. Damn. Kendall mastered that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep
All of us
playing
need to
Doom on
master
Nightmare.
No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm sorry.
My goal is just the beat fucking Last of Us. Goddamn,
Man, somebody come help you with that, bro. Cause
that shit irritating. I ain't gonna lie to you.
that shit was fun, bro. That wasn't irritating to me. That
It's
was a good
fun, but it's
game.
irritating as hell because I'll be like, damn, I want to go further, but these people keep pissing me off.
That's life, bro. We need to get Kendall on a video game. She need to play like Smash Brothers or something like that.
Something like something fun, not like
Yeah, because Smash is pretty easy to pick up, but it's like one of those things where it's just like, unfortunately, Smash is one of those games where it doesn't quite teach you all like the more like advanced stuff. Ultimate's the best example of like it's teaching you a little bit more about like shit you can do, but like to really learn like master Smash, you have to like pick one character, stick with it, and learn like the base intricacies of like Smash in general, and then like kind of how your character works in a certain sense. But it's a very easy game to pick up.
But I hate that game now. Like when I see y'all playing it now, I used to love that game when I was a kid. Now I can't stand watching that G. I'm like, I don't even want to see this shit no more.
What, Smash?
But it is fun. Yeah, but it is fun playing against y'all with the Wii swordsman. I just be pressing shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's kind of like Naruto's Ninja Storm too. Like I can't play that game. I'm all Naruto'd out, but it's still fun.
Ever since you got your ass whooped by a girl. But any other topics before we end this?
I'm pretty good right now, to be perfectly honest.
I know you guys tired. I'm proud of you guys for staying up and pushing through. I pray this goes well. I think it will.
So, this is pre-recorded, so I don't know what the fuck to say. We thank you guys for watching. Leave comments in the comment section, suggestions, interact, please. Some of y'all be sitting in the comments just staring, looking at us, and I'm like, so you gonna say something?
Exactly.
Talk to us, please.
Please
Our
do it.
audio is going to be on Spotify now, so you can be able to actually listen to us. We be an actual podcast too. So, more things coming. You guys have anything else to add?
No.
Glad to be back. For those who are tuning in, thank you. Make sure you check us out on our all of our pages. We'll have when we have this uploaded, everything will be linked. But
please follow us on Twitter. We need more followers.
Follow us on Twitter. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and then Spotify.
Yes.
But again, thank you for tuning in. We're glad to be back.
All right, bye guys.
All right.
Get out of here.
Yeah.